Hey, I just put a video up showing that nice tower right there. I didn't show those bales down there. One of those bales is in the field. The other two are not. So anybody that doesn't think a square bale can't roll, guess what? They do. The one to our left actually rolled sideways to where it is. It came off when I hit the bottom of the hill and slid off half sideways. The other one came from about halfway up along here, about the middle of the screen, and it did a little endo all the way down. And of course I get over in this field, whatever's wrong with the frickin' baler hydraulics has to start telling me it's off. When in fact everything's actually working fine. That's why there's other things to look at. But yeah, anyway, the one to the left I think is laying there knots down and the other one's knots up. It actually flipped an even number of times. And that one landed right where it's at. And by the looks of the one over there to the right, that might have rolled. One end of it looks a little round. Of course, it's the wrong end, but one end still looks round. And the other two, that's where they landed. So I just thought I'd bring that little tidbit up. Maybe get this up later today. Maybe put this on tomorrow. Who knows? I don't. Depends on what else I want to show you. So just a little tidbit. Yes, big square bales do roll. If they were 3x4s, 8 foot long, the odds of rolling are considerably less. 4x4s, yes, they'll roll sideways. And where we make a shorter one instead of an 8 foot, yes, they do go endo. Kind of a pain in the butt. And I think I'm going to go down to this one because I got another one on the other side of it. Save the long one for last, then I can do the grass. Yay!
Alright guys, well I'm going to Little Bale. My mom is currently raking. I'm waiting for her to get a couple rounds ahead of me. Okay, so is it just me or does anyone else like sandwiches that your mom makes or your dad makes and it's cold and it's been in the cooler for a little while before you eat it? Or is it just me? Because obviously I grew up in a cab over and even with my dad hauling silage, it was always the same. Make a sandwich in the morning, eat around lunchtime, spend the cooler all day. I don't know why, but it is absolutely my favorite. So thank you to my mommy for making me lunch and bringing it to me since I did that field over there and one that's in the trees that you guys can't see.
Such a beautiful day. It will be a beautiful day. So, if you got to this part, this is Sunday, 26. You've already seen the last couple little clips from yesterday. One I did and one that number one did. I'm not sure how today's going to pan out. I've got a patch clear on the top of that hill up there that I know is dry enough to bale, but the sun's been on that since about 5:30 this morning. Didn't have any dew to speak of. And it's supposed to be, they're saying 98 degrees in Portland, which translates to at least 105 here. I don't even know what the humidity is. I mean, it can't be much. We were down to 53, 52, something like that this morning, and it's already in the mid-70s. So, really might just be one of those days that we call in dead. Cows are fed. Was hoping to have some equipment moved by now and actually having the tedder rake going, an hour ago, but yeah, not everybody else is on the same schedule as me and it's not in the field it needs to be in, and hate to disrupt those people too much because you got to go in right by their house and it's a Sunday. So I don't know. Got a bunch of bales to bring in. Actually, it'd be one load on the semi and one load on the little Freightliner, but getting in and out of the place with one of the places with the semi is kind of difficult, and that's where most of the bales are. Which I had a half a thought we might just do it anyway. I keep trying to tell the people I need better access to the field than their little crappy driveway that they have, and you know, we do damage to their driveway every time we go in and out because it's narrower than the equipment is, and they don't understand. They also want us to farm it so that they have their tax deferral. It's one of those pieces we don't make much on. I should tell them that we don't want to do it on shares anymore. We'll do it for free so they can have their tax deferral. But, you know, people get pissed off about that if you bring that up. So, yay. Oh, and, you know, the only thing that's kind of green is all those yellow flowers across the road. Everything else is brown. You can see the pasture through there. Yep. Hopefully tomorrow I'll hear something on that irrigation pump. I mean, at this point, we're going to have to put at least 5 or 6 inches on all at one time just to do any good. And hope it revives it enough to make it grow. I don't know. Just going to be way too hot of a freaking day. That's what I got to say, I guess. Waiting for number one. She had to go in after we fed cows to talk to her mother about something, and I was talking to Mom, let her know how yesterday went because she wasn't here. She was off goofing off. And yeah, we still never did get the oats off of this. I got some guys that want to come get oats for their horses, and I should just say, hey, back in this bay next to it and scoop it out of here. But they'd get narrow-minded about having to scoop it. But it wouldn't take much to lay an auger in there and stick it out here. Just that I don't think I got one that's not on wheels that'll work very well. So, anyway, if we get much done, I'll show you something. Otherwise, yeah, you'll get what you get. And we'll go from there. So, oh yeah, I hosed the windows off this morning. I might be able to see the rest of it's a pigsty. Usually we got the big air compressor out. We clean things up pretty much every day a little bit, or every other day, and it ain't worked that way this year. It is what it is. So, hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And say, maybe there'll be some more at the end of this. Maybe there won't. 135 Massey's have a support arm from the axle back to the step. We always had trouble with the knuckles, the factory knuckles on those, so we made our own setup with a ball socket, kind of like a 3-point ball. This is the pieces we made. That's still warm. We've run a bolt through into here instead. Yeah, Becky found a hole in the field she's in. About, 2 feet, 2.5 feet long, 1.5 foot wide, 1.5 foot deep. Nailed her with the right front. So, only thing she broke was this. And by the way, I debated on which side to drill this out from. Didn't take me too long to think about that because one side was full of dirt and crap and the other side wasn't. And it did like I was hoping. Drill caught and took it out. What I didn't realize is it's a fine thread. Hopefully I've got one. So yeah, now I just got to get that off the drill bit and put it back and find a new piece. And while we were looking at stuff, of course you knelt down right there taking that apart and what's right in front of you, but the sway bar mount, because you're looking that way anyway. Yeah. I thought I had another one around here. I guess I'm just going to probably throw a couple washers on there and put that one back on because I can't find the one I thought we had. So, yay! It's noon now. She's still got at least an acre and a half, I guess, where she's at before we move her to the next field. Got the double rakes moved, and I was just getting ready to leave here with the big baler when she said, I need you down here now. At least I wasn't on the road. And she's a little shook up. First time she's hit a hole that way and tried to go for a ride. So maybe I'll show you what's down there later. Maybe I won't. We'll see. So going to be an unproductive day, but you know, what the heck. I got parts laying everywhere in here anyway, right? I just got to find the right ones. It's in the shadows, but it's back together. And I'm not watching where I'm going. I had to cheat, back it up and put the front tire back in the hole and back up a little bit to make it happen. But it's there. Can't find nothing else wrong. So now that it's actually 100 degrees out, and this is all she's got left right here. 1.5 acres, 2 acres. Where I'm at the big bale is way too dry to bale, but we're going to get the baler moved up there. This stuff might actually be dry enough to bale in a little bit, but that ain't worth it today. And I messed with her when I cut. I cut corners, I straightened stuff out because I don't like baling around shit. So I'm going to help her out here. Straighten some of this out for her. Maybe the next pass she'll straighten it up. Get rid of some corners. So, okay, yay. This is going to be pretty much all our day, I think. See if I get any sleep tonight. If I'm coherent enough tomorrow, I get up and go start raking ahead of the big baler early. Make it a little nicer. These follow the way I cut. Not the way the windrows should be. And I'll be nice. I'll cruise around the tree for her so she don't have to. You know, the nice husbandly thing to do, right? If I can get beat in the head so she don't have to. It's been a few years since she's run the tedder rake much, so you just got to remember what she's doing. She's good at it. She's waiting for her ride. So, anyway. Yeah, maybe you get more, maybe not. I love this. I showed y'all out where the county was parking their transfer trailers the other day. Yeah, they were chip sealing this road. This is straight south of our place. You can see it from the barnyard. I've been on it for 1/4 of a mile and I've had more frickin' rock thrown against the side of the cab. It's just wonderful. Hate to guess what all stuck on the front of the baler and everywhere on the baler. One year we got caught shortly after they chip sealed the road. And
apparently they won't let new critters into their new house since the door's been open all day and no one's been around.
We had the whole front of the haymower was solid rock and tar. And keep in mind, I'm going up a hill. I got a long ways to go up here. I am gonna do a quick gear shift. And yeah, somebody asked before if I did a shift. Yes, we just hit 4th because now I can speed up. And it's not as sticky up here as it was down at the other end of the road. By the way, I was only doing about 7.5 miles an hour when it was throwing rocks. But hey, you know, fun. I think it was like a couple years ago we finally got the rest of the tar and the rock off the front of the haymower. So, yeah, it's always fun. I got rocks laying on top of the hood. I don't see any stuck with. Now there's one that's going to stick. Good way to ruin stuff. This was a pretty decent road. It was, actually I think it was chip sealed anyway, but older chip seal job that was in really good shape. So let's just throw some more on it. Oh well. Better if they pave it, then they hold up a lot better. But they started doing chip seal about 25 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. And their big thing was, well, we can chip seal all of the gravel roads. And when they get rough, oh, we can just run a road grader over it and smooth it back out. Yeah, no, you don't do that with chip seal. You use the road grader to smooth it out when you put it down if you don't have the frickin' box to lay the gravel with. But other than that, you don't do that. It's almost as good as asphalt, but not quite. And here's one piece I was doing the other day. The back piece on this place is where the fawn was in the field. And I'm hoping I don't got to go all the way back down to another gear. But if I can make this hill, I got it made in this gear. It's the next hill I know I can. It's steeper than the first one coming up. But alright, that's way more than enough video for today. You know what we're doing, just having fun. And by the way, it's 102 degrees now. That's, I asked her before I turned the video on what her car said. It seems to be pretty accurate to what the one at the house says. So, anywho, thanks for watching, everybody.